Hello everyone, welcome to what feels like the first episode of my Sundowns vlog for the Champions League. I'm saying that because that day Coach Peter said Champions League only starts in the knockout stages. Today, like I felt like, oh, it's Champions League day. Quarterfinal clash against Espérance.
First leg at home.
First leg at home. I think we needed the first leg to be at home.
Nah.
Yeah, I think psychologically, from all the way, from the supporters to the players, I think we really needed like a first leg at home. Is it going to be like this also in the semi-final? Should we proceed?
I think so. Yeah. I think so. All the way to the final.
All the way to the finals, we'll be playing first leg at home. I think this is good. Maybe this is the omen we needed.
No. Do you think the mental block?
Yeah, boy.
It is, eh?
Yeah. Also, you know what I was saying now? Yeah. I was saying it's either Espérance knock me out now or I lose in the final. I don't want to crash out in the semi-final.
Semi-final.
Please.
Oh.
If I'm not going to the final, Espérance needs to eliminate me now.
Next week you into Espérance.
Fairly, boy. Aye, boy. No. Do you know the anxiety, boy?
Yeah. Champions League is a different animal. It's a different animal. Like you said, all the way from the supporters, all the way to the kitchen ladies, I'm sure. It's a different feeling. It's
a different feeling, boy. Like when you wake up, like I was like, thank God, like it's a day where I'm working from home because if I was in the office, I wasn't gonna survive, boy. I wasn't gonna come.
Yeah. Nah, and it drains you. No, crashing. Yes, it drains you.
It's crazy, boy. It's crazy. And I think we've been hurt by the Champions League too many times. We've been hurt by this competition too many times.
Yeah.
And look, even now, we just won our first leg quarterfinal first leg. Mara, what are we talking about?
Being hurt by the Champions League.
Because it's trauma, boy. Get PTSD. Like, you just ask yourself for it.
PTSD.
Oh, where is my heartbreak located? I know it's somewhere here. Where is it located? You know? Now this competition. Boy, this competition is tough. It's tough. After what's the team you're going to go? After Pedro, I guess. You know, boy. I spoke to Neo yesterday. Ne? Even today before the game, now I was confident. I have a feeling we're going to win 2-0, 3-0.
Yeah.
I felt like it was going to be, the result would look like it was a comfortable game, even though a Champions League knockout game can never be comfortable.
Against the North Africans,
Against the North Africans, you know what I mean? So, I honestly felt like it's a game we're going to win. I thought, you know, Kabelo Kungani called me this morning. Are Espérance 2, Sundowns 0. What are you doing in that situation? Do you see what the Champions League does?
Yeah.
It's tough, boy.
It's tough.
It's really tough. I don't want to lie.
It's a different beast, boy. It's a different beast. Yeah, please.
I had told myself, I can level starting lineup because pitching. It's like you wake up and think to yourself, what must I do differently to get different results? I was like, last week I was panicking. Last season I was panicking. This season I'm coming in thinking we're winning. If there's heartbreak, there's heartbreak. But the fact that we're more high first leg, it's not a do or die. Like it's not a definitive thing with absolute joy or anguish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least now, like you get to sleep.
It leaves that thing. Yeah, or next week.
There's a second leg.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, I expected. The only thing that surprised me from that lineup was Ikram not starting. That's the only thing I expected from the lineup. That's the only thing that surprised me from the lineup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that. And then maybe the Nale left back. I wasn't too sure Obru would start. Because,
why not?
Because he didn't go to. I thought he was still on leave. His paternity leave.
Paternity leave. I'm going to 2 days. 2 days.
So I thought Aubrey was still on leave.
Nah.
So I wasn't too sure Roto Mama call him back. But
Even if the child was born today, Obru was starting today. He was starting today, boy. But I wanted to ask you something when it comes to Ikram Reyners. Do you think it was a good thing to drop him from the lineup? Because all the important games, the big games we've played leading up to today, he started even though there wasn't, you could say, like, oh, okay, the performance was subpar, disappointing, or was not what we expected. The goals have dried up for him. Do you think it was a good thing to drop him, Kachenu? Because every player at Sundowns, when it's knockout games, when you're on the lineup, you feel, I'm a big player here, I'm an important player. Do you think it's going to affect him negatively, the fact that he didn't start today?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I maybe it's just me. In the past few games, even before the international break, Iki looked not leggy. He looked loaded. He looked like Oba Otombafet. He wasn't. Although Nagradi assisted, like you said, and the goals have dried up, he wasn't affecting the game as even Kobafana. Like I thought he was frustrated. The last game, not Erwin threw it away.
Yeah, the game against Benin in Côte d'Ivoire.
Yes, so I thought he looked a bit leggy. So even Helena Petro, I wasn't too surprised. I thought, but not to say, I thought he was going to be an impact sub off the bench.
Yeah. And the fact that he didn't even get on the pitch.
Yeah, no, that's surprising.
And
that's surprising.
Any player, especially like the local players, or even if we were to sign a player like who's currently playing for another team in the Champions League, when you come to Sundowns, what do you come to play?
Champions League.
What do we sell to our player, to the players that we are signing?
Champions League.
And now, like, we play, because he's been decent in the group stages, but now we get to the most important part of the Champions League.
And like, he scored very important goals against Raja
important
in
goals,
here.
boy. As far away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but the thing is that, like, with these guys, is that they're big boys.
Yeah.
And also, I trust our dressing room to not allow a player to be too into themselves and not the team. You know what I mean? Because you know how these guys operate. Like, you see Tapelo and Kuliso, like, joking around with Zuko. They have this thing, who like, if I'm not playing, then I must support the guys who are playing. So I trust our but at the end of the day, our dressing room is not with him at home. They're not with him when he's going to bed and wanahana or hey, this is what I came for. So it's either like, or maybe it helps him to say, Like,
I'm sure, but he got an explanation, or Iki, we are trying this. I don't know, maybe.
But sometimes as a coach, boy, you don't want to explain yourself to players when you're not playing them, because you're gonna
explain to.
What everyone. Are you saying to the ones who will never come on?
True.
What are you saying to the ones who are on the stands? You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah. So as a coach, like, the players have to live by your decisions. Yeah. But now I'm hoping, Hurim, I was wondering how it's gonna treat him, how it's gonna affect him, but I'm hoping it doesn't affect him, and I'm really hoping that it lights a fire under his ass to say,
let me go again.
I need to be there for these guys, like when they need me, like
final push.
You know what I'm saying? But I honestly felt like there are moments where we needed him on the pitch.
Yeah,
there are moments where we really needed him on the pitch.
I think. Last 20 minutes, we needed fresher legs to help Peter, or for Peter. We needed something. Chance if it had to fall to anyone. Not to fall to Iki, but yeah. Also,
I found it a bit odd that Tapelo hasn't really featured for this team. Sapang Mailon in the press conference, he was asking the coach, he hasn't featured since February, and I was like, that's a long time.
Yeah.
That's a long time, because it's April now. So but I understand sometimes why, like, a player like him will come on in a game like that, because the coach probably needed someone who will run behind the defense, which Iki does, but maybe he just needed a different profile.
Yeah.
Also, a left-footed player on the right to maybe offset
something.
Like their center backs. But all in all, I wouldn't say I'm happy with that performance. I'm satisfied with the performance, because I think it's a game that we have to look as a glass half full.
Yeah.
Because our level, like, we had 80% possession. That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
Because if you have, we had 80% possession, had more than 500 more passes than them. Because we had 600 and something and they only had 100 and something.
Oh.
So if you look at the fact that we had that type of possession, that amount of passes, but when you look at the chances created, especially big chances, and the shots on target, it's very minimal. So,
as I was watching this second half, I think it was after Raja or Coach Miguel is a percentage football coach. Like he'd want to rather keep 0 behind than. And crazy thing to say because Ogudlo 4-3.
Yeah.
But you could see today I think he was concerned about not conceding, and which is a good thing. Conceding this away goal thing, hey.
And Espérance have a formidable front three.
They do.
Belail, Yansase, and Mukwana have been running riot on the continent. They've been running riot. The only thing Hore, you have Grant, you have Kuliso. Hore, that's where those are the areas where they hurt you a lot because Mukwana runs in from the left. Sometimes he's on the right. And is it Belail or Yansa? Belail got you not first 9.
Yeah.
So you feel comfortable or you have Grant there, you have Kuliso because these are our primary defenders.
I wanted to ask you the change here, Tashley, Tapelo. When I saw the first lineup, I can see. But when I saw Tapelo, I was like, is this to counter Mokwana and Esperance's stronger side?
I think it was more about the profile here. Because Tesh is that player who is going to give your fullbacks a headache. And Tapelo is similar. And I think Tesh would have played more on the left. Because Tapelo went on the right.
On the right,
Yeah, but I think it was a thing here. He just needed that pace. But with Tapelo also like the experience. Tapelo is such a calming...
And he's playing very well.
You feel so calm with Tapelo on the pitch. You relax because he will help the fullback. He will occupy the spaces he needs to occupy. He will run behind the defense. He will give you an assist. He can even give you a goal.
Yeah.
I think that was a good sub because what Tesh and Tapelo gives you is closer to each other than Tesh and Ikram. Yeah. I'm really concerned about centre back, guys.
Yeah.
I'm really concerned. I'm not comfortable with Lucas Suarez.
Yeah.
I'm really not. And I know it sounds reactionary because of the Pirates game, but I think the Pirates game showed us something that the Champions League will consistently show you. Because when he came on, his debut was against SuperSport. He was very good against Dukovic as well. Against his Galaxy, he was good. In the Pirates game here,
and then something happened. I don't know what. Something happened, and he's not surely an pasa ball. He's making silly mistakes. He's slipping all over. Man.
It's Anna. I honestly don't know if he's registered for the Champions League. Surely Keanu Cupido is, ne?
Surely.
But I don't think Cupido will jump the queue at the centre back. Especially like ahead of someone like Mali as well.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, I think we should have been cooking Peringer, Grant, Likiano Cupido in Mvala's absence and Libusa's absence as well. Because I don't want to lie to you, I'm not comfortable with Lucas Suarez because when you think of the second leg in Radez, these people are going to come at us.
With everything. With everything. But I think that's when the coach is going to switch to a back three. I suspect. Judging game Mesikuku, I suspect. I really suspect.
You have a point.
I think
you have a point.
Yeah.
You think he'll go back three?
I think so.
Who'll be the third centre back? You think Kubira will jump the queue out of Mali?
Well,
I think so.
Don't you think he would do what he did ka Kuliso against Pirates?
Maybe.
he might do that.
Maybe.
He
And
might
then
do
play
that.
Tapelo right wing back.
That's an idea.
I don't think Coach Cardoso is gonna have a game where he really needs to cement himself as
Yeah.
a Sundowns coach.
Right.
Like the second leg against Espérance.
Yeah.
He's gonna like coaching is going to be needed to be done.
This week, this entire week. Oh. But yeah, that's next week.
Those are next week issues. But I'm really concerned.
That's what.
And also,
Same.
I think not having someone who tracks back, Ilaya Obre, and also having Suarez, it's just a calamity waiting to happen.
It puts a lot of stress go left here in.
And I think Suarez also doesn't help Aubrey play how he plays for us, and it doesn't help Aubrey do what he does best for us. I don't think it does, because he was frustrated most of the time because there are runs that he makes that were not spotted. Of course, Engwe, like it was Lucas, the other one was Marcelo, but Suarez wasn't really connecting with him the way that Mvala will. Like Mvala will play that ball kapela. I think sometimes you need the center back because they will just do things like quick and move the ball quicker than we were moving it today. But I wasn't really. I was left concerned, because I'm like, these type of games somehow are the games where you at least go with the 2-0 lead.
Yeah. Although how Espérance played, yes, I expected them to really park it, but yes, there was some defensive football. I think
They really parked it.
Yeah, they wanted a 0-0 and Barate go in Tunisia.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
I think another thing that gives me a glimmer of hope. Obviously, I'm confident that we will go there and get a result. But I think another bonus for me is the fact that it's Coach Miguel. It's a coach that knows Espérance. He knows how he did it against us. Please, hey. It's our chance now. What you did against us last season.
Exactly what you did against us.
Copy and paste. But Neo is talking about the back three now.
Look at it today. Sailor was actually 13. I'm going up to his position. Umra and Capello was the one that was doing
Wide.
So
Yeah.
I see the back three now. It's playing in my.
You see the back three now, ne? Yeah, I Kluto has really
Planted a seed.
planted a good seed. A good seed. But when I'm sure by tomorrow, Thursday, you will look at Ronwen's performance. You look at Lucas. Lucas looked hungry today.
Yeah.
And you see Lucas Ola, who's coming off a big game and just strutting around with his balls hanging. It was a Lucas that was
very hungry.
that looked very, very hungry. It was Lawrence was. He'll forgive me if maybe he didn't want this to be out there, but it was a question he wanted to ask in the press conference. Lawrence was saying Sundowns looked a bit too overconfident today. And if you look at the moments where Espérance were not pressing us and Ronan was juggling the ball, or even Lunga was. We looked confident, and when I think of that, I might not agree with him or I might have not seen it the way he saw it, but when I also think of that, okay, maybe we might have something for them in the second leg.
I hope so.
I really hope so
I
as well.
hope so.
You want to go into the ratings, or is there anything else you wanted to touch on?
No. Just impressed that we kept Espérance 0 shots on target. I don't know how many shots. I think that's 1 shot, and they didn't look even on the counter attack. I think we controlled that situation very well.
Yeah.
Set piece we did very well. I was happy with our defensive structure. So yeah, on to the next one.
Yeah, on to the next one. I'll give Ronwen. He didn't have much to do today.
No.
Didn't have much to do. but I'll give him a 7. It's like the standard rating here
Good
now.
start. Right back.
Kuliso, he was good.
He was very good.
He was good, especially in the opening 8 to 12 minutes, where Mokwana was their go-to guy. Like for all those outlets that they got like 2 fast breaks. Is it a fast break in football? It's a fast break. It's a fast break in basketball. Yeah, and he. Hunale Mohung where like he slipped, but he
recovered.
He recovered. In the second half, dealt with Belail well, dealt with Yansase well, dealt with their biggest threat.
Yeah,
dealt with it very well.
William Mukwana to the other side and still didn't get joy.
Yeah,
so Kuliso played.
He resorted to late tackles on Grant. Yeah, and there's a moment where he shoved Marcelo in the face. And Kabon Horea, no, he's frustrated. He's frustrated. I'll give Kuliso a 7.5.
Yeah, solid. Yes, solid.
Vintage centre back performance from Grant.
Yeah, clean.
Vintage Champions League performance from Grant.
Clean.
I'm really happy that we are going into the knockout stages and we don't have a lot of injury issues. Past 2 seasons, Grant was injured in the going into the semis, ne? With the lady semi with a cast on his finger with the broken fingers. Last season he had an issue. Tebza had a muscular issue as well. Last season, this past 2 seasons, we've really
not
been dealt the short hand.
Yeah.
We've not been lucky, and like when I think about it, wow, like this is our first time going into the knockout stages with a clean bill of health. But you can also say like Mvala is a starting centre back in this team.
Shika.
Oh, Shika! Oh my God.
So
forgive me for not even mentioning him. Shika as well, you know.
Yeah.
But we have backup now, ne?
Yeah, we do.
We have backup. We have a better squad than we did in the past 2 seasons.
Yeah.
We have a better squad.
Yeah, definitely.
Vintage performance from Grant. Rating from your side?
8.
8. Yeah. Oh wow, I would have said that as well.
8.
I would have said that as well. I really need an improved performance from Lucas Suarez because he's looked shaky in the past. Against Pirates, he looked very nervy, very shaky. He didn't play. Did he? He didn't play against Kukunene?
He didn't. He did.
He played, ne?
Yeah.
Also, a very nervy performance from him today. It wasn't a good performance.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't a good performance, especially the first half. Second half, I'll give it to him. It was much better, but I think it's because we had most of the possession and Espérance just.
Why is this passing so loose these days?
It's
so loose. I assured, man. It's not. No.
I'm not sure if maybe that Paris performance affected him. I'm not sure. 4.5.
Aubrey 6.
5.
For the defensive stability provided ka first half, because like or maybe Espérance didn't come at us.
They didn't, and I think with Aubrey, he was left frustrated today, boy. He was left frustrated, but still, it wasn't. I don't think it was a 6, because I honestly think Suarez doesn't make Aubrey look good. He doesn't make Aubrey look good, and when now that side already like, it's not a side that is a side where we are defensively strong on. We are defensively strong on the right, but creatively on the left. You know, we give you that.
Yeah.
And but also, remember Coach Rulani once spoke about the seesaw. You can't. You balance your how you defend is how you attack. So with the missed passes from the back, the uncertainty, it doesn't it doesn't level up to
It
the
doesn't
attacking
balance,
prowess and the fluidity that Aubrey gives us, with also like inverting, going inside and coming in next to Tebs and next to Marcelo, playing the combination passes with Marcelo. It will obviously make him look bad. Yeah.
5. So
5.
5.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Tebs.
7.5.
Not 8.
It's an 8.
It's an 8 for Tebs.
Okay.
You know what Tebs looks like? The absolute best midfielder on the continent. Put another midfielder on this continent playing better than Tebs.
You'll struggle to find one.
Especially in that specialized position.
Yeah, no, you struggle.
You know
to find
how delicate of a position the 6th position is, boy?
one. Yeah.
Show me any. Okay, show me even the yes.
And I talang.
Show me even a 6 that's playing in Europe, that's from Africa, playing better than Tebs.
And as dynamic as Tebs.
The only midfielder, like who's like a center midfielder, like only like Baleba, those ones are performing at that. But show me, ka international break, Kimang morning, who is at the same level at Tebs or above him.
Again, you'll struggle to find one.
I'll wait. It's an 8, boy. It's an 8.
Marcelo Allende.
7.
Does this guy ever get tired? Oh my goodness.
7.5.
I think so. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Neo says 7.5.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Yeah. I thought Jaden not struggled, but he didn't show himself first half, but I think second half he improved. I thought to myself, half time, Jaden Adams has been playing at walking pace in the PSL like since I joined now. The Champions League maybe is, but oh my goodness, in the second half.
He got the assist. Also, it takes a special player to find himself where he was to get the assist for Charlotte.
Yeah.
Even coach mentioned it. Jaden recognized that the right back was occupied with Salas in the half space, and Jaden bombed into that space, and Lucas found him, and he laid it off for Shalu. You know what's crazy? Shalu got that exact chance against Espérance last season. He fluffed it. I think I don't even remember. He fluffed it. I'm so glad he redeemed himself this season. Now sitting comfortably at the top as the highest scoring PSL player or player playing in the PSL, highest scoring in the Champions League, 19 goals overall. Shalulile is just
a living legend. Adams.
Oh, we didn't read Adams now. I'll give Jaden a 7.5 as well.
Especially for the second half performance. I thought the second half he showed why he's an international boy.
An attack.
Yeah.
Should be one of those players in Jalang 6 months of Sundowns and just
be out of here.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Lucas Ribeiro 8 and 8.5.
He's a different beast, man.
8.5 for Lucas.
Yeah.
What a player.
Yeah.
First half, phenomenal. Second half, productive.
Very productive.
That secondary assist.
Although I felt after the corner, like there's a chance you got where he wanted to play Peter in again.
Yes.
Where he could have shot.
Yes. Yeah. But also, I think Lucas lately, he shot winter blankets. Because if he taken the shot, we would have said Peter was open.
Yeah.
But because by its wallets, you know.
Yeah.
True. But I think, even that secondary assist, boy, he just makes it look normal now, and that's not normal.
It's not.
It's not
to
normal.
Find Jaden's run, yeah.
It's not normal.
Yeah.
It's not normal. What a phenomenal player. Tapelo.
6.5.
6.5. Yeah, he had an industrious first half. I'm sure the sub in the second half was because the coach really wanted a goal and maybe he scraped his initial plan, or he immediately went into plan B. Or because when I think of Aubrey, okay, Aubrey hasn't been around since the Pirates game, it was international break. Maybe he didn't have the legs for 90, or was it a tactical sub? But he had a very industrious first half, Tapelo. I'll take the 6.5. Shalulile,
Huge goal.
a big goal, boy.
Oh,
big
huge
goal. 7.5.
Yeah. Occupied the centre backs. He won the game.
He won the game for us.
the game.
Yeah. Divan Lunga.
6.5. I thought it was decent when he came in.
He was.
I thought it was decent.
Yeah. Sales.
Good. I thought he looked more industrious when he came in later.
Yeah.
Good.
Rating.
6. Not and a half.
How and a half game. Not in a bad way. Just asking. You know my stance on Sales, ne? Even when I'm asking a question that I would have asked about any player. It's about Sales. But I agree with you. I thought he was very good when he came on. I thought he was very, very good when he came on. Also gave us a different dynamic to what Tapelo is giving us, because Katapelo, we know like we want him to run at them, run behind them, at the numbers in the boxes. But Salas helped shift their defense.
Yeah.
He helped with retaining the ball because he has a good touch on him.
He does.
Very good back to goal play. I thought when he came on, I'm not sure if this was the coach's idea, but he changed the dynamics of our attack. I'll take your 6.5. Yeah. But who's the number 2 Silimangana?
And we made 5 subs.
Did you make 5?
I think so.
Because I remember Lunga and Sales, and then I remember Watusi.
Tapelo.
Tapelo Maseko.
Also, was it 4?
4 subs, yeah. I thought Batusi, that sub was very timeless. Like, Kanako right, because I think Jaden would have lost the legs, Kanako especially because came from a grueling schedule. National team had to come and give us a winner in the Nedbank Cup.
And since he came, he's been playing like almost
consistently.
Every game,
yeah, consistently. And Lega Jenu, like, Uzule Kanako right. He needs the rest because he will definitely start in Rades as well.
Yeah.
I think I'll give Batusi a 5. I don't have a rating for Maseko.
For Maseko, same.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
How would you rate? Yeah?
I wanted to ask you, before you rate the coach.
I wanted you to rate the coach.
Okay, before we rate the coach, do you think his in-game subs or technical changes are an admission to a mistake, or he's just reading because level in every game Miguel Cardoso has made an early sub or halftime sub, or he's changed something. So is it an admission of a mistake, or he's I'm nitpicking?
I don't think it's an admission of a mistake. I think Miguel wants to have control of the game, and he get control of the game because coaches like they are working against moving, pieces. I think Miguel wants to, like, even if he loses a game or he doesn't get a favorable result, I've done it like my way. I think
I've changed it when I needed to.
Yes, I think he doesn't overthink things, but he's an overthinker.
Okay.
Not that the way he sets up tells me he's an overthinker. No. I think he's an overthinker, but like he doesn't overthink a lot of things when it comes to like the in-game movements. I think he wants to make sure that things are done the way he sees them and he doesn't regret anything. Yeah, like Habona something on right? Let me do it. And I think also like we just came from a coach Rulane and coach Pizzo those guys would go up until the 80th minute, and they would
in their way
require their idea to work.
Yeah.
So I think Coach Miguel is never married to how he starts the game.
Fixed.
He's not fixed, yeah. Like it's never fixed. I think he, how about now? Oh, okay. The game is saying 1, 2, 3. I'm answering this question now. It doesn't waste time.
Okay. You've answered my question.
Yeah, I think it's easier for him to take losses because it will be easier for him to take losses because of that.
He would have made something to change the direction of the game. No, you've answered my question.
Oh yeah.
So having said that, an 8.
An 8.
I think so.
Yeah. Even though I think sometimes it will kill the flow of the game.
Yeah.
Because sometimes subs will obviously elevate the game, but sometimes they will.
They will. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to give the Sundowns supporters a 10 out of 10. Nah, no. Oh! I thought Neo has objections.
Yeah.
I wish I could give them a 20 out of 10.
Yeah.
I wish I could give.
Yeah,
The atmosphere was
so good. It was
good.
so good.
The atmosphere was good, but also this game didn't feel like, even when I was running out of time, because I meant to leave home at 1, but because of work I left home at like 1:30 on the dot. I was like, oh, I'm gonna give me Tuesday. Like nothing will change. I got the shock of my life. Like it looked like it's a weekend game yet Roadlock.
Yeah.
It didn't look like. I think this is like one of the most awkward things that we've had to go through.
Yeah.
But we pulled through. We really pulled through. We
No
answered the questions.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
This is how you come into a Champions League game.
Yes.
I think I've never been prouder of being a Sundowns supporter like today.
Yeah.
Today on actually neungaba for 20th of 10.
Thank you guys.
Today 20th of 10.
Thank you
gents.
guys.
We showed
Thank
up
you.
on a Tuesday at 3 o'clock. Awkward time, awkward date, awkward everything. But we remained resolute. By halftime it was full.
Packed.
It was full.
Packed.
And you know what?
Thank you guys.
More of this, please.
Yeah.
More of this.
And no word on those hooligans.
No. Let me tell you.
Some ugly scenes.
Espérance supporters are the most. No. Espérance supporters are the most. I've never seen a fan base or a group of people so unruly.
Yeah.
When I was a Gautrain, these guys drank inside the Gautrain,
Imagine.
smoked inside the Gautrain.
Imagine.
You know what? I've never seen an unruly. Even the media guys, they came in there, called people names, telling people to shut up, standing up during the press conference to take their things on the desk. Unruly people. Die vele goed, Sabat. I've never seen such a thing. But you know what? Sundowns supporters, top class act, you guys, top class act. We'll see you again on Tuesday. You'll probably see Tutu and Neo for the second leg, but we'll see.
You'll be back for the Chiefs game.
Oh, there's a Chiefs game.
There's a Chiefs semi-final.
You've
You've got a bigger issue next week.
bigger issue.
Thank you guys.
Sharp, guys.